Targeted and sophisticated attacks. APTs are highly focused and tailored to specific organizations or individuals. Adversaries invest significant time and resources in planning and executing attacks. They conduct thorough reconnaissance to understand their targets, including the organization's infrastructure, employees, and vulnerabilities. By gathering this intelligence, they can customize their attack techniques and increase their chances of success. APTs are not random or opportunistic. They are meticulously designed to achieve specific goals. Advanced techniques and tools. APTs leverage cutting-edge techniques, including zero-day exploits and advanced malware. Adversaries constantly evolve their tactics to stay ahead of security defenses. They employ sophisticated tools to evade detection and bypass traditional security measures. By utilizing zero-day exploits, vulnerabilities unknown to the public or software vendors, APTs can infiltrate systems without detection. These advanced techniques and tools significantly advantage adversaries in their malicious activities. Prolonged presence and persistence. APTs aim to remain undetected within a network for extended periods. Once they gain unauthorized access, adversaries establish persistence by implementing backdoors, creating hidden user accounts, or using other covert methods. Organizations can face APTs at any time. APT campaigns can span over extended periods, ranging from weeks to months or even years. Adversaries invest time in reconnaissance, gathering intelligence about the target's infrastructure, employees, and vulnerabilities before launching the attack. They choose opportune moments to strike, often exploiting unpatched systems, employee vulnerabilities, or periods of increased activity, for example, mergers, product launches, or geopolitical events. This persistence allows them to maintain ongoing access to the compromised environment, enabling unauthorized data exfiltration, further lateral movement, and potential future attacks. By remaining hidden, APTs can gather valuable information, conduct surveillance, or execute their objectives without alerting the victim organization. Specific objectives and motives. APTs are driven by clear objectives such as espionage, intellectual property theft, or sabotage. Adversaries may be nation-state actors seeking political or economic advantages, cybercriminal organizations motivated by financial gain, or competitors seeking a competitive edge. APTs are not random acts of cybercrime. They are purposeful and targeted, focusing on specific data or assets that hold value. By achieving their objectives, adversaries can significantly impact their targets, disrupt operations, steal sensitive information, or undermine the victim's competitive position. APTs represent highly focused and tailored attacks that leverage advanced techniques and tools. Adversaries invest significant time and resources to plan and execute these attacks. They aim to remain undetected within a network for extended periods, establishing persistence to carry out unauthorized activities. APTs have clear objectives and motives, driven by the desire for strategic advantages, financial gain, or competitive edge. Understanding the nature of APTs is crucial for organizations to implement adequate security measures and mitigate the risks associated with these targeted and sophisticated attacks. Evasion of traditional defenses. APTs are adept at evading traditional security controls, such as firewalls and antivirus solutions. Adversaries employ advanced evasion techniques to bypass detection mechanisms and seamlessly blend into normal network traffic. By exploiting vulnerabilities, leveraging encryption, or employing obfuscation techniques, APTs can effectively hide their malicious activities from traditional defenses. This evasion enables them to remain undetected and continue their operations within compromised networks, increasing the effectiveness of their attacks. Stealth and covert operations. APTs operate with a focus on stealth and covert operations. They carefully minimize their footprint to avoid arousing suspicion or raising alarms. Adversaries go to great lengths to hide their activities within legitimate network traffic, making it challenging to distinguish between normal and malicious behavior. By camouflaging their actions and leveraging encryption or encryption-like techniques, APTs maintain a covert presence, enabling them to persistently carry out their objectives without triggering detection mechanisms. Long-term impact and consequences. The long-term impact of a successful APT attack can be significant and wide-ranging. APTs have the potential to cause substantial financial, reputational, and operational damage to targeted organizations. The The loss of sensitive data, intellectual property theft, or disruption of critical systems can result in financial losses, erosion of customer trust, and damage to an organization's reputation. Recovering from an APT attack is a complex and resource-intensive process that may require extensive forensic analysis, remediation efforts, and rebuilding of compromised systems. The consequences of an APT attack can be long-lasting, and organizations must invest substantial resources and time to fully recover and strengthen their defenses against future attacks. In summary, APTs are skilled at evading traditional security defenses, employing advanced evasion techniques to bypass detection. They operate covertly, blending into normal network traffic to avoid detection and suspicion. The long-term impact of a successful APT attack can be severe, with significant financial, reputational, and operational consequences. Organizations must remain vigilant, enhance their security measures, and invest in robust incident response capabilities to mitigate the risks posed by APTs. The potential impact of APTs on businesses and organizations. The impact of APTs can be far-reaching and devastating. Data breach. When advanced persistent threats, APTs, successfully infiltrate a network, they can precipitate enormous data breaches. These breaches are not confined to the unauthorized viewing of data. They can lead to outright theft of sensitive information. This pilfered data may encompass confidential material, such as customer personal and financial information, proprietary intellectual property, and closely guarded trade secrets. Over time, such data loss can severely impact the competitive positioning of the affected organization. Financial loss. The financial repercussions of an APT attack can be staggering. Such attacks can result in direct financial losses due to halted business activities and potential theft of financial data. Moreover, regulatory bodies may impose hefty fines on the affected organization for failing to protect sensitive information adequately. Additionally, considerable costs are associated with the remediation and recovery process post-attack. These costs can involve system repairs, network fortifications, data recovery, and sometimes even ransom payments. Operational disruption. APTs significantly threaten an organization's daily operations. They can disrupt network operations, thereby inducing downtime and affecting productivity. In certain cases, the attackers may even alter or destroy data, further complicating the recovery process. This disruption not only impacts immediate operational efficiency, but can also have long-term effects on project timelines and overall business growth. Reputational damage. The impact of a successful APT attack extends beyond immediate financial and operational damage. Once the breach is disclosed, it can severely tarnish the reputation of the business. Trust is a fundamental aspect of customer relationships, and the knowledge that a company has been successfully targeted by an APT attack can erode this trust rapidly. This reputational damage can lead to loss of existing customers and difficulty attracting new ones, ultimately leading to a significant decline in business over time. APT, Advanced Persistent Threat, campaigns are the latest type of cyber attacks to target organizations. Unlike more traditional attacks, APT campaigns are designed to remain undetected for extended periods of time and allow attackers to gain access to sensitive data and systems. Unlike regular cyber attacks, APTs involve a sustained, coordinated effort by the attacker to gain and maintain access to the target's network. The common characteristics of APT campaigns are targeted attacks. APT campaigns are very targeted in nature, and attackers carefully select the organizations they want to target. They use a variety of techniques to identify potential victims and gather detailed information about them. Multi-stage attacks. The attack usually consists of multiple stages, each designed to gain access to the target's systems. The attack usually starts with reconnaissance and then moves on to exploitation and lateral movement. Use of malicious code. Attackers will often use malicious code to gain access to the target systems. This code is designed to bypass security measures, and it can be deployed in various ways, such as through email attachments or malicious URLs. Use of sophisticated tools. APT campaigns use sophisticated tools to gain access to the target's systems. These tools are often custom developed, and they can be used to bypass security measures and gain access to sensitive data. Use of obfuscation. Attackers often use obfuscation techniques to hide their activities from security systems. This includes using encryption, changing file names, and using network tunneling, use of multiple communication channels. Attackers will often use multiple communication channels to communicate with the target's systems. This includes using email, instant messaging, and even social media platforms. Use of multiple attack vectors. Attackers will often use multiple attack vectors to gain access to the target's systems. This can include exploiting known vulnerabilities in software, exploiting hardware, or using social engineering techniques. These are some of the common characteristics of APT campaigns. By understanding these characteristics, organizations can better defend against APT attacks. The motivations and objectives of APT actors are multifaceted and can be rooted in a variety of incentives. For some, the primary motivation is financial gain. These actors may target organizations with vast amounts of sensitive data that can be sold on the black market, such as credit card details, personal information, or proprietary business data. They can also engage in ransomware attacks, encrypting an organization's data and demanding a ransom in exchange for the decryption key. Comprehensive advanced persistent threat actors are a new breed of cybercriminals that are more sophisticated and organized than ever before. They often work as part of organized groups with diverse skill sets that allow them to coordinate complex attacks. They may be state-sponsored, working on behalf of a government to steal classified information, disrupt critical infrastructure, or wage a form of digital warfare against enemy states. These actors have a variety of motivations and objectives, ranging from financial gain to political influence. Some APT groups are motivated by ideology or politics, aiming to disrupt or undermine governments, organizations, or individuals that they oppose. They can also engage in cyber espionage, stealing sensitive government or corporate information for strategic advantage. APT actors often target organizations or individuals to gain access to information, resources, or money. They carefully choose their targets, often focusing on entities with high-value information or vulnerable security systems. Their targets can range from large corporations and government agencies to individuals with access to sensitive information. They are known to use sophisticated methods such as malware, phishing, and social engineering to achieve their goals. Their tactics include exploiting software vulnerabilities, using spear phishing emails to trick users into revealing their credentials, and leveraging advanced malware to gain control of systems. They also use techniques to remain undetected within the network, allowing them to maintain access over extended periods and exfiltrate data without raising alarms.